Morning to all of you. I welcome you all to this class of English language, class 10. Today, let us learn the use of present perfect tense on page 5151. Page 5151, present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is used to describe actions or events beginning in the past and continuing up to the present moment. That means an action started in the past and it continues up to the present moment. For example, I have read 50 pages so far. That means I started reading in the past until I continue. Have you ever seen a zebra? I have never seen a zebra before. Second, the present perfect tense expresses a past action, the result of which still continues. Again, an example, I have known him for 10 years. It implies that I still know him. We have been ill since last Sunday. We haven't seen her for many weeks. Third use, the present perfect tense with since and for. This is an important point. This is to be noted. Since and for are used with the present perfect tense to refer to a period of time, again up to the present. But since is used with a point in time, and it is always used with a perfect tense. An example, Tom has been here since 4 o'clock. Means he is still here. For is used with a period of time. So mark this difference. Since, point of time, for, period of time. Like 2 days, for 1 hour, for a long time, etc. For is used with present perfect tense and it shows a period of time. Again, example, I have lived in the hostel for 2 years. Means I still live there. Now, for is used with a simple past tense to denote a terminated period of time. Terminated period. Example, I lived in the hostel for 2 years. That means now I do not live there. Now, for action occurring at an unspecified time with words just. An example, she has just gone out, or my father has just returned from the office. Another, still, he still has not completed his homework. Another, present perfect tense for repeated or habitual action. For example, Tom has practiced the game regularly and has always won awards. Then, there are certain typical conduct like broadcast and newspaper to introduce an action which will be described in the simple past tense. For example, 7 terrorists have escaped from Tihar jail. They used a rope, climbed a 15-foot high wall and escaped in a stolen jeep. Then, present perfect tense can be used in correspondence. Example, thank you for your letter which I have received just now. I am sorry, I have not written to you for a long time. Now, present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense is used for an action in progress. In progress means continues throughout a period. This is used when we emphasize, that is, something has been in progress throughout a period. An example, she has been dancing here since morning. That means she is still dancing or has just finished dancing. Second use, verb suggesting continuity. I have been working for 10 years. Means I am still working. Third, for repeated action. I have been knocking at the door. Knocking at, mark the preposition. I don't think anybody is in. 4. An unfinished action. We have been building the house. We will move in when it is finished. That means the job is not yet completed. Another, for drawing conclusion. The room stinks. That means someone has been doing something. Something has been rotting there. Amina's eyes are red, so it is clear that she has been crying. Keeping this in mind, let us do the assignment. Supply present perfect or present perfect continuous tense. Number 1. I have brought all your letters. Please take them. Have brought. Second, Abha has been typing your letters since morning and she is only halfway through. Has been typing. 3. I have been collecting stamps ever since I joined the school. Have been collecting. 4. Now I have gathered so many stamps that I do not know where to put them. Have gathered. 5. My towel is wet. Someone has used it. Has used it. 6. I have used all the milk. Nothing is left for you. Have used. 7. The old man has been standing at the bus stop for an hour. Has been standing. Tell him that the last bus has gone already. Has gone. 8. I have been working since morning and I cannot go home until late in the evening. Have been working. 9. He has finished his work and he is going home now. Has finished. Sheetal has been writing for 3 hours and soon she will have to stop. Has been writing. Let us also look at page 5-6, formal letters. Formal letters, informal we have seen. Now let us look at the format of a formal letter. The first point, writer's address followed by date. Writer's address means from address. We write our own address and then after that we write the date of that day. So from address followed by the date. Then the next point, name and address of the receiver. That means we have to write the to address to whom we write the letter. So that we write after the from address and the date. The examples are given there that you can just see them out. Then the next point is the salutation. The salutation is written a little below the to address. So that is again very clear. Then a comma after the salutation is compulsory. Like dear sir, comma, or dear madam, comma, or if it is more than one, dear sirs, SIRS, comma. Then the next point is heading, or what we say, the subject. The subject with which the letter deals is indicated, and it is written between the salutation and the first paragraph, or what we call the opening line. It is good that we underline this too, so that it is noted immediately by the reader. Then we have the opening sentence, or what we call the introductory sentence. We can use any introductory lines so that the letter has a reference to the previous letter. Then the next point, the body of the letter. Remember, the body of the letter has to be divided into different paragraphs. Altogether, it should not be in one. It has to be in different paragraphs so that it looks very, very attractive. Then the next point, concluding sentence. Again, the concluding sentence we write according to the topic of the letter. The examples are given there. And the next point is subscription. Very usually in the formal letter we use the subscription, yours faithfully or yours truly. Yours faithfully, Y capital, YOURS, faithfully, F small, or truly, T small. Then after that, what do we say, signature or the name. Remember, in the personal letter or informal letter, we write only the first name. But here, we must write the full name. The full name should be there. Look at the example given there. P.L. Gupta. P full stop, L full stop, Gupta. No need of Mr. P.L. Gupta. But if it is a female writer, then we just write the full name and then in bracket Miss or Mrs. can be written in bracket. So these are a few things that are to be remembered while writing a formal letter. So please go through these points, and then any of the points are not clear, you are free to ask me on my personal WhatsApp number. Till then, we meet again. So, thank you.